12 o'clock, we also got the Lions traveling to Cleveland to play the Browns. Obviously, the GOAT Lions. Browns favorite with 12 points on Fox. And Lions are such a weird football team. And this is a Lions team that's actually playing with heart, which is something I haven't seen in a long time, ever since I've started watching football, is a Lions football team playing with heart. Now, to be fair, before they were just barely losing, right? And it's not like they were snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. It's more like the other team was snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. I mean, a 67-yarder to win it is pretty disheartening for the Lions. That's a game-breaking record. I think you can argue that they did crumble against the Vikes. That's a game they should have had, but they were able to fight back in the San Francisco game. I mean, there are many instances where this Lions team has shown some serious heart. Last week was a game where the Steelers were like, here, have the game. We don't want to win this one. And it just seemed like the Lions also did not want to win it. Ryan Santoso can be blamed for a lot of why they lost, right? I mean, and I believe a lot of that criticism is extremely valid. You cannot miss an extra point in the NFL and expect to keep your job, especially if you're not, a super awesome kicker and it's just a once-in-a-lifetime. Nah, Ryan Santoso has not been a good kicker at all in the NFL. And then also, you cannot miss a 48-yard field goal to win it in overtime and expect to be forgiven. And it's not like you missed it a little bit left or right. Nah, I'm just gonna go straight through the upside. You didn't have enough leg on a 48-yarder. You're telling me you're an NFL kicker and you can't kick a football 48 yards? Wow. Just wow, Ryan Santoso. But it can't be entirely blamed on him. The Lions had a lot of opportunities to seize that football game. You can just look at the end of it where the Steelers just seemed like, here, have the game. I mean, the Lions defense makes such a huge play in forcing the fumble and putting their offense in such a great position and you miss the field goal. Then the Steelers just chuck up a prayer basically on 3rd and long, and you drop the interception that would have, again, put you almost in field goal range. Now, who knows? The Ryan Santoso's field goal range might have to be at the 1-inch yard line, the 1-inch line, but you would have been at least there. So you drop that interception. Your offense also decides to do nothing, period. You also let the Steelers drive down the football field, and it's really only because of a Freiermuth fumble that you likely lose that football game if Freiermuth can't hang on to a football. So, at least they tied last week, but the Lions are not playing at a super high level, but let's be honest, the Browns aren't either. This is not the Browns team that we expected this year, guys. This is the Browns team we expected 2 years ago. It just seems like every time you have high expectations for the Browns, they just crumble. They crumble like a cookie. Because if you remember, after Baker Mayfield's rookie season, everyone had high expectations for the Browns. A lot of them had to make the playoffs. Yeah. That didn't exactly turn out for a lot of people. It was pretty bad. That was not a good decision. And then next year everyone's like, I don't expect anything out of the Browns. And then, boom, they make the playoffs. And they make it to the divisional round. They give the Chiefs a game. And it's like, man, if the Browns going to be good again? No, they're not going to. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. They're not going to be good again. It is not going to happen, buddy. Just sorry, it's not going to happen. Cleveland is still apparently according to NFL has a 51% chance of making the playoffs. I don't see it. Not in this crowded AFC. You can't play as poorly as they did against the against the Pats and expect me to still consider you a contender. Now, to be fair, you were without Nick Chubb, you were without Kareem Hunt, and you were without, I believe, what's his name? I don't remember. But you were out your also number 4 running back, so you were Demetric Felton. So you were without your number 4 back as well. You were with really only one running back you have any faith in, and that game's so effective. Like, your game is so built on the ground. But you're not getting Kareem Hunt back anytime soon. And it's just like you need to win if you're Cleveland. This is a chance for a huge bounce back game if you're Cleveland after that horrendous showing against New England. And I think they get it, but I think the Lions make it a lot closer than they think. And I think they're going to cover that 12-point spread. We need the Browns to win and the Lions to cover.